Please help me set the stage and imagine yourself to be a child again. Yo, listen up. Pablo Picasso, the GOAT of the 20th century modern art, used to say some wild thing. It took me 4 years to learn how to paint like Raphael, and all my life to learn how to paint like a child. Well, the master could have come to our school and learned faster. So picture this, sitting in a garden in San Miguel de Allende, Mexico. There's a little girl. Her name is Juana. She's 10 years old. She got a pencil in her hand and she's busy pouring out her imagination onto a page. And when she finished, she looks up. Her eyes are bright with excitement. And she reads, "I love the rain. When it rains, there's a rainbow that shows up. And I'm going to chase that rainbow to the end and get a pot of gold. Give it to my dad so that he wouldn't have to go north." So a pot of gold, a dream, and a plan, I bet. A story like Juana, I have heard thousands of times over the years I work with you. And every time it hit me right here, because I know what it's like. You have all the world inside you, and you cannot get it out. So my name is Hannah McCurley. I'm an artist, and I'm the founder of the Children's Art Foundation in San Miguel. When I was little, I was maybe 9. My parents sent me to a boarding school in Vietnam during the war. A Buddhist kid inside a Catholic boarding school. I was told that I have to pray a lot. I did 3 times a day. And I felt lonely, so many questions, and so many fears, and I didn't have the word for it. And then one day, someone gave me a canvas, some brushes, some colors for the school art contest. Boom! I found my voice. I could paint, I could tell stories, and I could tell them who I am. So art wasn't just to make pretty picture for me, but art is how to express how I feel. And that very moment, I believe, planted the seed for the Children's Art Foundation 50 years later. So when we first rolled into the rural village of San Miguel, these are tiny little villages tucked between mountains. Even Google Maps didn't have them. We saw children who are sitting on the dusty floor, and they were so shy, they're super shy. They were looking at the distance with no expression, or they hide their faces. And one little girl with sad eyes looked at me, and her image haunted me for days. Why? What can we even do to help? Boom, an idea came to me. The best gift we can give to these children is the imagination. So I called up my friend Josefina, who is an artist and she's fully bilingual. And together we teamed up and we brought art supply to the school. I had asked the principal permission and got the community leaders on board. So Saturday morning at 10 a.m., we're going back to the school. When we arrived, the children were hanging by the gates, avoiding eye contact, like pearls. So 50 kids were packed into this little single-room schoolhouse with one bare light bulb hanging from the ceiling. We had to wait for the sun to shine to begin. And then we began with a single step, or rather dots. We asked the children to make as many dots as possible on the page with their eyes closed. It doesn't matter if the dots fall into the table. And then we asked them to connect those dots. So they squinted at the pages. And then all of a sudden, laughter erupted. They started pointing at each other, painting. Hey, there's a snake with a party hat. Hey, there's a bird with one wing but two heads. Oh, there's a robot with square head who plays soccer, football, like Messi. So all of a sudden, the children are giggling, laughing, telling stories to each other. And that was a Saturday class. We were asked, we were invited to come back and give a full-year after-school program. And when we came back the next time, the kids were hanging in the gate, bright eyes with excitement, waiting to have some fun. And then the other communities are lining up to have the class. And we believe that children need to learn how to work together. So we brought mural painting. We had an art contest every year, and the best work, thank you, Nori, get into the books. So these books are their stories. It's like Juana's stories. And when you read them, they make you cry or you make you laugh. And this is what Picasso meant. He, all his life, to learn how to paint like a child. So we don't teach kids just to create, but we teach them how to discover. And in the journey of discovery, they find the dreams. And the dreams are epics. They dream of bringing a father home. They dream of bringing peace with their poetry. Roberto, he's 7 years old, and he could draw beautiful human anatomy. It's like a mini Leonardo da Vinci. And he said, I love to draw human organs. I'm going to grow up to be a doctor to save lives. So we gave him a little kit, a doctor kit. So one day, the priest from the San Francisco church saw that we had so much fun with the kids. So he came over and he asked, what do you do with the kids? Oh, we teach them how to draw, how to paint, and how to write little stories. The priest went up, hand went up. Can I sign up in your class too? Yes, Father, of course. Please come and sit next to Picasso. So we had a lot of fun. What I have found after 15 years is that there's a quiet revolution happening in these villages. This is where rarely, maybe less than 10% of kids finish high school. The kids are now in high school, dreaming big of going to college. I step into a taxi, and the taxi driver would proudly show me his son's work. I would be walking in the Mercado. Hannah, Hannah. Some kids are going to Guanajuato University and telling me that they are studying engineer, architect, doctors, astronaut, I don't know. And they dream of having a Nobel Peace Prize. So these kids have a dream. Today, we live in a very fast-moving world with artificial intelligence that give us wonderful, smart answers so fast, and huge computer with algorithm. But we must not forget about how a child can dream, because imagination isn't a luxury. Imagination isn't a soft skill. Imagination is the finest engine of human progress. So today, my challenge to ask of you is, if you ever feel tempted to tell a child to be realistic, to color within the line, please pause and look at them in the eyes and ask, tell me your story. Tell me your dream. Because when we give a child a space to find their voice, we don't just give them a pencil. We're giving them the tools to build a future full of courage and hope and beautiful opportunities. So tell me your dream. Tell me your dream. Tell me your dream. Thank you.